Morning, everybody. Oh, wow, that's thank God left over from lunch yesterday. I love it. Wow. Jumping. Woo-hoo. Learn to make your own tools. It will save you thousands of dollars on your cars. Hey, yeah. Well, the big annual horse sale is going on in Cody today, so I got up early trying to get some stuff done. I got to take some product down to the store on Main Street, and uh, shower and shave and get cleaned up because I might decide I want to go to the horse show today. It's kind of an annual thing. Everybody shows up. Everybody from all over shows up. People you don't see the rest of the year. So it might be good, fun, or maybe I'll just come back and work. Towel bars, paper towel holders, toilet paper holders, dinner bells, hat racks, and kind of cool wall hooks that I did out of horseshoes. Here, I'll go get that. Okay. This is how you make something out of nothing. Everybody does horseshoe hooks, but not everybody puts horses on their shoes. Fairly good little weld in the back of that. Not bad, huh? And here's some of the others that I do. So there's the cow bar. Happy little moose. Of course, can't be in Cody, Wyoming and not do steamboat. Or the horses. Yeah, turned out good. So that stuff's got to be all wiped off. The oil finished wiped off at the rest of the way. We need some trouble hammer this morning. Learn how to make your own tongue. That's don't mess around forging railroad spikes. Start by making tools. Because railroad spike is worthless. Well, while I'm working on this stuff, I might as well do some leaves. I'm doing a couple of big grates, so nothing goes to waste. So I'm going to use all these little cutoffs from the dinner bells to make leaves that will get welded into that. It's going to be a window grate too, actually, or matching. We're going to do a matching setup. So while I got this forge on this morning, and we're going to do a live for just a few minutes. I'll throw these in and I'll show you how to do some leaves. How's everybody doing? Get a little of this mule kick in me. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I've got enough tooling in this shop that I could do this decorative edge cold in the power hammer. It's a little hard on your tools, but you could do it. But the thing is, I'm looking for a look, right? And so when you cut those, of course, you get a shiny on. You get grinder marks on the ends because you got to take off the sharp. And then when you drill the holes and you countersink, that's shiny. You're going through mill scale, right? So by putting them back in the forge, I re-black everything, and it makes everything nice and consistent. And then when I oil them up, then they look professional or kind of. What those are going to be is these are the pat racks. You know, if you've watched me live before, you probably watched me forge these. And there's the back plate. And there's a method to my madness. There's a reason that I weld them on the front. I don't slug weld them on the back. There's a reason for all of that. Some guys that are in this business, they see that weld on the and that triggers them. They're like, that's all. There's a reason that I do it. If you slug weld them on the back, you get a skull mark. the heat, you get a heat warp, a signature if you weld them on the back, which means that you have to clean that off and then put them back in the forge again. So it adds a whole nother step. And when you've done 3,000 of them, an extra 2 steps that you have to do adds up. And I've never had somebody, here, I'll go get a finished. I've never had somebody go, oh God, that OL's ugly, I'm not going to buy it. So they're super strong. That makes for a super strong weld. And you could do a slug weld from the back, but what happens is you get a big skull mark, scorch mark up here. This color's the front. But the good thing about these is you can once you screw that to the wall, if you don't like, as long as you've got it screwed into a stud, you can actually change the shape of this to sit your hat any way you want. See how it sits right against there? You wouldn't think there's a lot of design that goes into something like that, but there was a lot of versions of this before I came up. This is actually an old style one. This back plate is quite a bit wider. It's a 1/2 inch wider than the new ones I do. The difference between a 3.5 inch piece of strap and a 3 inch piece of strap is about $20 a stick. So when the price got really high, I narrowed up the back plate a little bit. That's why this one's still in the shop, because I can't send it in an order because it doesn't match. This is old style. You can watch that change. You watch the color leave it. Goes to cherry. Then you get this kind of cool mill scale on it. Morning, everybody. No likes this morning, no engagement. Learn how to make your own tools. When you make your own tools, you can put your name on them. I used some corn oil to quench some knives the other day, and I must have got a little out of corn oil on something. Probably on that anvil, and I set those top pieces of steel on there. It smells like popcorn in here now. Making me hungry. All right, let's end those. So take these off. so I don't burn myself off. Half-inch round. Probably use a bigger hammer. Just to knock the ends down on this. I don't know how many of these we're going to do. My arm gets tired. Step one, draw it down into a pyramid. Anything worth liking yet? So, you guys don't like my tomahawks that I've made? Finished this one up yet. One of my little mouse hawks that I did. And I actually did the handle and everything on that one. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. That's step two. This half-inch is could use a power hammer. got a piece of tool in it. Kind of works. Forged a little shunt into it, and so I ground that shunt out so it doesn't show up in the next part of the forging. So I've done this a ton of ways. Once I get it to this point, But here's your free tip for the day. When you do this, leave your mass, put your mass to the anvil face. Don't forge them this way. Forge them this way. You'll see why in a second. Okay, mass down. It's pretty good. So there's our little offset. That's how we start. That's me and all my little voices in my head start those leaves. Now, I want that sharp, but I don't want it too sharp. Ah, I kind of screwed it up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. Necessarily love the shape of that. I like that better. All right, we find a piece of wood. I don't know if this is working here or not. Let's find out. That's negative. Okay. The dog holds it fast. A hold fast or a dog? Brush, 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 brush. That one I kind of screwed up. Sometimes the first one you do that with. But it'll get made into something that won't go to waste. A lot of these tools that I use underneath the treble hammer, I don't have the handles tightened down on because you'll break the handle, so they're just loose. I just happen to grab the wrong one when I'm doing that. Now, we'll try a different tool this time. There, that one turned out better. aren't those cold, you let your steel get too cold, they split. See how I got a split in it? See daylight through it. Split right there. I let that get a little too cold when I did it. You're learning how to knock this today. What? Yeah, this isn't working out this morning. I might just table this. Still have a little pressure. Most people never notice. But I do. I notice. I notice that my veining is off here a little bit. I know that I split this because I can feel it. So these won't go in. I'll be doing something different. I'll probably cut them son of a guns off and do it again. But they'll get made into something. Something that's not that. Something for a tourist. I'm going to do one more heat on that and get that pulled out just a little more. Go through these blocks when you do that. I think that's a piece of Osage. Here's how you can tell when you've used one a lot. It's really deep. End grain works better, but it's hard to get an end grain cut big enough around to do that. See, I got this one long. Doesn't really look like a I'm going to W it up a little bit. that. Now let's see if I can do one without splitting it. Maybe. Here's the difference between a lot of guys that do lathes and a guy that's done a lot of lathes. Stand by. Stand by. Try to bend that. It's cool. I almost got that one too uniform. I'm my own worst enemy. From working in a blacksmith shop by yourself all day, you start believing the shit that you talk to yourself about. Spend too much time by yourself or you go a little bit crazy. You start believing the little voices in your head. That's how you get into trouble. Start thinking like Ted Kaczynski. That's bad. You don't want to do that. Don't want to be thinking like Uncle Ted. Yeah, Uncle Ted was a little too smart for his own good. All right, there we go. I figured it would be a little slow on the live stream this morning. I mean, it is Saturday morning, but that's good. I might be able to cut this up and get a little content out of it. Hiya! All right, everybody, get out and hit it. Always wear your safety sweats. If you like the content, please subscribe and like and go over to the Etsy store and share some love. That's great. Have a great weekend.